Is that Chris Jericho? No, it's oh my God, it's Andrade! There's your take reaction.
Oh my God! My nipples are so hard!
First of all, do we do it right? The reaction. So, AEW, they had their 6th anniversary show. It's been 6 years since they've been on TV. And we have a moment here. Kenny Omega, he's in the ring cutting a promo on the 6-year anniversary. We'll let the moment speak for itself.
We've made so many friends along the way. We've even lost a couple. What matters here and today is that we all experienced it together, and I can maybe only speak for myself, but I am a better person because of it. So thank you so much for everything that came before, and thank you to each and every one of you that join us from today forward for whatever AEW has in store. Unfortunately, we are still live, so I must bid you adieu. Goodbye, everyone. Mwah! And good night. Bang!
Very well said by Kenny Omega, but some issue with the lighting here.
Thunderstorm outside.
First of all, Kenny Omega looks old as fuck now. Jesus Christ.
The guy's injured.
He needs to get rid of the mullet. Also, look at how few people are there. It looks very empty.
Well, that's AEW for you nowadays. They're coming back, I guess. I don't know.
And it feels like the camera is super tight.
Yeah, it's not WWE where they're showing the crowd and the upper deck and all that.
Just very
taunting how much money, how many people are there.
But Andrade's back.
Yes, he is back in AEW.
And for some reason they were cheering.
They were. They were very excited to see him. You know, Andrade was formerly in WWE. Just to give you a quick recap here. He's in WWE. He was in NXT. He had his big run when they paired him with Zelina Vega. He makes it to the main roster. Zelina Vega and Andrade eventually would split because for some reason they wanted to have Zelina Vega be a wrestler and Andrade not have a mouthpiece.
How'd that work
out? Ended up being bad for both of them. I'm sure Zelina's working it out, though. I don't know, but they broke them up, which then turns out would be the end of Andrade's relevancy. He eventually gets tired of it, jumps ship, goes to AEW. He gets to AEW and has a lackluster run in AEW. So much so that he didn't want to be there anymore. So he asked for his release.
He punched Sammy Guevara in the face.
Yeah, he got in that fight with Sammy. But he gets released. He goes back to WWE. So now we've gone from WWE to AEW, now back to WWE. Really, all he did was team with Rey Fenix and break up with Charlotte Flair, which I think is a bigger part of the story than people are considering.
Well, weren't they divorced before he got back there?
Well, the news came out after he got back, so I don't know. I don't know when it actually happened. But he goes back to WWE. You know, Andrade, he probably went back. He think he could rekindle things, and then he sees Obafemi pushing up on her, and it's like, oh, I have to use Obafemi now because Bobby Lashley's not there anymore. Yeah, so according to some sources, he failed some wellness policy, aka he was taking drugs and then got busted, which led to his release. That could just be WWE putting out the, oh, well, this guy's like a druggie.
He's toxic.
Yeah, so they could just be trying to smear him. But it didn't work because he's already back in AEW.
Maybe Tony wants another supplier.
Like, oh, don't worry, we can do it together. Yeah, it effectively makes him then the first AEW, well, first WWE to AEW to WWE to AEW defect. And we'll see now what happens. I, for one, am looking forward to that 2028 Royal Rumble re-debut. When he figures out the AEW is just not pushing him the way he wants to be pushed. Because, of course, we can't blame Andrade. It's obviously the bookers. It was Triple H at first, and then it was Vince McMahon's fault, and then it was Tony Khan's fault, and then it was Triple H's fault. Now
it's Tony's problem.
It's going to be Tony's fault. But they do seem to have him in storylines, and there's some kind of push going on, as we'll see in clip 2 here. Well, it's not even a clip, but it's just a post that Andrade has already won a heavyweight championship. This apparently is called the Crash Heavyweight Championship.
What?
The Crash Heavyweight Championship.
Crash Lucha Libre.
Crash Lucha Libre. So already racking in titles. And this was like October 4th. So
what is that?
I don't know.
That's a man baby.
Then the question is he going to be on some like Mercedes Moné type arc where he's just winning all these obscure titles so that he can be on TV wearing 30 titles?
I don't know. I read that they only wanted him because they wanted more Hispanic representation or some shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know how much stock I put into that.
Meltzy said it, and he touches tips with Tony Khan. What are you talking about?
But half the roster of AEW is Hispanic.
Are they?
Like, watch Collision. It's all Hispanic wrestlers. You sent me the clip, by the way, where Meltzer was saying they didn't even need him.
Andrade made his return.
AEW has enough talent they don't need. I see everyone like celebrating. Oh my God, this is so great when all this. Andrade is a very good wrestler. He is, he's coming off of a run that wasn't good in WWE. Then he was fired, over disciplinary reasons. He had lots of problems in AEW over disciplinary reasons. I always think, burn me once, learn a lesson. This was not a lesson learned. And I know that my view is very unpopular in this because all I've seen is, oh, it's so great, Andrade's back and blah, 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 and who cares about his problems? And it's like, one of the biggest problems with this company has been the usage of WWE guys, but the guys who were fired, you had William Regal, not a success, went back as soon as he could. Malachi Black, didn't do jobs, left. Rusev, it's like this guy wouldn't do anything in AEW, and then he goes to WWE, and he's putting over Dominic. He wouldn't put over guys twice as good as Dominic in AEW.
Actually, Swerve was released and became a big star, huge star.
Swerve is the exception. That's right. That is the one exception.
Man, he's salty as fuck about this.
You heard it. This is an agenda. He said, oh, he's putting over Dominic. Did he even put over Dominic? I don't even remember them having a match.
Yeah, they wrestled on Raw. He kicked him in the balls and won with a roll-up.
Oh, Rusev. I thought he meant Andrade.
Yeah. No, he was saying Malachi Black wouldn't do jobs and the Rusev wouldn't do anything. It seemed like he just went to Bulgaria and just chilled.
He did.
But then, now he's putting over Dominic, the king of the luchadors, by the way. Dave.
Yeah, double champion. Okay, so then that changes things. Because I thought that's the kernel of why he's upset. Because it seems like he's gatekeeping Andrade. Like, oh, we don't want you WWE rejects over here now.
He probably doesn't want him because they already fucking had him.
They did already have him.
Like, what you have with Andrade. Like, he's good in the ring, but he's not interesting. He's a rich Mexican. Okay.
See, that's why it doesn't make sense. Half of their roster right now is Lucha. They got, I think, Hologram is Lucha. Maybe not. Don't really know what he is. They got the Beast Mortos. They got like Hechicero. They got Sin Cara's new gimmick. I wanted to call him by his new name, but it's Sin Cara. They got Rouge, who's not really on TV. Yeah, I don't think Andrade's going to be making too big of splashes, but maybe they know that now. Maybe they know that he's just going to be a middle-of-the-road player. Like, you're not going to be, headlining All Out anytime soon, or All In, or Revolution. You're not going to be headlining any major pay-per-views.
Why is he taking out Kenny Omega his first night back?
So he can lose. Maybe he wins. I don't know.
I'm just saying, Kenny Omega's still a main event player over there, isn't he?
He is, but he's not the main event. He's not really in the main picture, which I would say, if you're competing for the world title, you would be in the main event picture.
Okay.
But yeah, it didn't make sense that Meltzer was talking about, they brought him back because they wanted a strong Mexican presence. And what I saw was like for their Fox Hispanic affiliation.
Well, maybe he feels like the current roster, the name value isn't there. Even Sin Cara.
Maybe he just, maybe he thinks Andrade can be everything that they're not.
Andrade's he's a name.
He is, but you better put a mouthpiece with him. To be fair, they do have him with a mouthpiece right now, Don Callis, but he's also
Jesus Christ, how many people is Don Callis managing?
Well, I was just going to say, he's also part of the Callis family, which has approximately 18 members by count.
He's like the modern day Jimmy Hart.
He's just, he's just going to be out there like all show because every other match has one of his guys.
Yeah.
Which is an old school approach. So you can give him credit for that. But
I mean, no, I'm not hating on it. It's a lot of people to manage.
Yeah, so
I like Don Callis. I like the Jackal.
Yeah, he is good. And the scar keeps getting like bigger and bigger. It's another little touch. But yeah, there's the Andrade news. We'll see what happens with Andrade. We'll see if it pans out. Because if it doesn't, what does he do next? Could he possibly be back in WWE if it fails?
No.
Surely not. Yeah. So then he'll be banished to the nether realm.
You can go to AAA or CMLL.
Well, that would be a WWE thing. AAA. Maybe CMLL.
No, you can go to AAA. They just wouldn't use them. All they've used is like that fucking iguana guy and the crazy Joker guy.
Yeah. Well, there's a big push in AAA to bring back Alberto Del Rio. Now, why do I say that? Because if you bring him back, that's pretty much Andrade.
Oh, no, sir. Andrade wishes he could be Alberto Del Rio.
I don't know. They're kind of the same to me.
They have the same type of gimmick where, like, I'm a rich Mexican, because that's like the only gimmick they know how to do. They either know how to make them be sneaky Mexicans or rich Mexicans. But Alberto Del Rio, he's more charismatic. He can talk better. He's more ruthless sounding. He can emote.
Yes, there is that. Put a mic in their hand, and yeah, there's very, very much a separation.
Like, all Andrade can do is stand there and look good.
Yeah, with his shades and glasses.
Yeah, his unnecessarily conditioned hair.
Yeah, if you're trying to bring back Alberto Del Rio, I see you don't have reason to bring Andrade because, yeah, he does everything plus, so you don't need him.
Yeah. If I was building a roster, he'd be one of the people I would build around. Fuck all these generic mask guys.
Well, there's a big push to bring him back, so we'll see how that works out.